Hi, my name's Jen Harris, and I'm founder of Highheelgolfer, and I'm here today with Elizabeth Noblet from Shi Shi Putter. She's going to talk to us today a little bit about what to wear on the course, what's acceptable, and different styles you can wear with your body type. So just tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
Well, I am really excited to be here, so thanks for having me, Jen. I started Shi Shi Putter a number of years ago when I was frustrated with not finding clothes that really fit my style for the golf course. And so started a blog and became a fashion stylist and have really focused on how to help women show up as stylishly and as confidently as they do at the office. How do they transfer that to the golf course?
Nice. Yeah, so I actually did a workshop yesterday, and it was fun seeing all the different styles and all the different body types. And it was interesting. I did a little history of where the golf style came from and golf apparel came from. And I think that really helped them kind of understand to see how, I mean, we've had some great changes in the last probably like 5 years maybe in golf apparel.
Mm-hmm.
That's been really great. You know about most of the lines, the new lines that are out there, but they were really surprised to see how slow moving it's been. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it has been really slow moving because there are so many different components. There's the technical component, and then there's the style component. So I think it's really taken this far for the two to come together and to marry well. I think the technical aspects of the fabrics have been there for a number of years, and now I think people are really starting to see that the two can coexist well.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and another, I mean, to go on, I think my biggest thing is I can find golf clothing, but they don't always look great on me. I'll see like probably 20 outfits I want to try on, and then I try them on, and they don't fit perfectly. But you gave me a great tip, I guess, when we were talking on the phone about, the different shapes and how different colors help you out and help make you look more slender or more well balanced. So tell us about that.
Well, so most of us have some idea of what our body shape is, whether we're sort of top heavy and we're wider in the shoulders or in the bust, or if we're more of a triangle shape and we're wider in the hips or in the thighs, or you can be more of a rectangle where you're sort of even, or you can be an hourglass where you are even in the shoulders and in the hips, but you have a really defined waist. And so each of those, there are little tricks that you can do to really balance out your figure and to look your best, no matter what the style. So for you, with your hourglass figure, it's really about highlighting your waist and making sure that you stay in balance on the top and on the bottom. So my suggestion for you had been dresses that have, a really form-fitting cut, or a top and a bottom that are maybe in the same color but are also really form-fitting and where we can really see your waist. So for someone who has a rectangular shape, for them it's really about breaking up the box. So for them, they want to make sure that they have like a long neckline, like a V-neck or something, and then probably wearing a belt of some variety to help create a waist in their shape. And then for the other two, if you are more of a triangle shape like this and you're wider in the hips, you want to wear darker colors on bottom to help draw the eye towards the top to create more balance. So you want to make sure that the fabrics on the bottom are really, they're form fitting, but they don't add a lot of bulk. So probably not a really thick wool or a plaid where it's going to really draw your eye to your hips. So you want to draw your eye to your shoulders and to your face. And then the opposite is true if you are wider in the shoulders. You want to wear a darker color on top and probably a brighter skirt or pant to draw the eye to the hips where you're thinnest.
Okay, great. So my Lizzie Driver navy blue dress with a red belt is a good choice for me.
It's perfect for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, so, and then also kind of, maybe we could talk about what to wear at different courses. Because some courses, I mean, I was talking to Grant Halverson, who's the instructor over at Aviara, and he was talking about how San Diego Country Club and LA Country Club have these crazy, regulations, dress codes that they talk about 2 inches from the knees or right at the knee length. And I'm not sure, how we're supposed to dress for that, or if, they really do enforce it. Because I don't remember what I wore at San Diego Country Club now. Thinking back at it, I just wore whatever, figured whatever I
Right.
have in my closet is conservative enough for most of my courses that I play at.
I'd say that's probably true for most courses, but if you're going to a course that you haven't been to before, I always think it's a really good idea to call and ask and to find out what the dress code actually is, because some courses are very conservative about the dress code. And if they have a really conservative dress code, then your best interest is to follow it, because they most likely enforce it. And even if they are a little bit lax on it, they're probably going to offend someone
Yeah.
if you're not following it. So if they are that specific about it, then you should be too.
Yeah.
So I think the best idea is to just really call if you're going somewhere new, or if you've been invited as a guest, or you're playing in a business setting. Call and ask and find out what it is, and then make sure to follow it.
Okay, great. Yeah, because you definitely don't want to have to buy a new outfit when you're there. That's like the
No,
worst. If someone's like, you can't wear that skirt. Here, pick one in our pro shop real quick.
right. Well, and I think that that's where women sort of get into this situation where they then don't feel like themselves at all. So if you give yourself some time, you have an opportunity, because you want to make sure that it fits your figure and that it fits your style and that you can show up and it matches their specifications. And with golf, because it's not as easy as just heading to the mall sometimes to find clothing, you need to really give yourself time to find the right clothes and to try them on to make sure they fit really well before you go out and play.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to give yourself maybe a couple weeks to get prepared beforehand.
And I've even had to alter stuff. Like I have one of my favorite outfits that I wear is a Joe Fit skirt and top, and the Joe Fit skirt, I don't know, it was just huge. I have a big butt, so it basically, the waistline was just kind of draping off, so I had to go get it taken in, but it was totally worth the money because now I wear it all the time.
Yeah.
So
Well, and I think that's true of most clothes. Like most clothes, they call it ready to wear, but it still, for the most part, has to be hemmed or taken in somewhere. And so I think that same rule goes for your golf clothes. I've had a couple of pants taken in, and it's made all the difference. And I wear them all the time.
yeah, because I mean, there's no way they can make clothes that are going to fit everybody,
No. And that's really the difference between something looking okay and something looking great. When you see a woman who's really styled well, 9 out of 10, her clothes have been altered and really fit her extremely well.
Yeah, nice. So what else can you tell us about kind of different brands that you like, or so we can go out there and find some cute outfits?
Well, some of my favorite brands are actually the smaller designers who have a more unique point of view, and they're a little more daring when it comes to their styles. So some of my favorites are Lizzie Driver, who you mentioned. I love their clothes. I think they have a really fantastic style and amazing fabrics.
They are really soft.
They're
Like
really
soft and stretchy,
and
yeah.
the clothes are really well made. Like they're tailored really well. And so if you do need an occasional little hem or something, it's not a big deal. It's not like you have to have the whole thing taken in. I also really like Where to Win, which is owned by a mother and daughter out of the Midwest, and they're a lot of fun. And their tops they've got some really great tops that have ruffled collars, so it's a little bit more feminine, and a lot of their tops have ruching, which means that it comes in, it's gathered at the side, so it gives you a nice definition without being the boxy polo.
Yeah.
I like Toby Tucker Golf. I like Birdie and Grace has been around for a number of years, but she's got this new line called Miracle Knit, which is a really stretchy sort of cotton knit, and so it comes in capris and skirts, and it fits really well, and comes in some really nice basic colors. So I like her clothes as well. I think she does a really nice job.
Okay, and where, I mean, obviously we can go to shishiputter.com and purchase through you. Is that you only have, how many lines do you have?
I have about 4 or 5 lines. So I tend to focus on these smaller designers that have a really interesting point of view, and where the clothes really can be worn on and off the course, so they transition well from your regular life to your golf life. Um, but I think that really there are two great ways to really go about shopping for golf clothes. I think one is online, where you can sort of, there are a lot more options, because there really aren't golf shops for women to buy golf clothes. That just doesn't really exist. So online's great. And then the second thing is, I would also suggest, if there's a brand that you really love, like J. Crew, look for items within their line that you can wear on the golf course. They've got really cute capris and camp shirts that can be worn on the golf course if you match them right.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you want to tell the viewers today?
My two other tips are, one, to make sure that you try things on before you get to the golf course. So you don't want the first tee to be where you figure out that your skirt's too short when you bend over to mark the ball on the green. So when you try them on, really make sure that you take a practice swing and you stretch and you bend over, and put yourself in the same situations that you'll be on the golf course, to make sure that your clothes work well in those situations. And then two, I make sure that you stick with your style. Stick with you first. Make sure that you look great, you feel great, and then that confidence will carry into your game and into your business on the course.
So it's okay if, like, say you're a little bit more of a sporty person, to wear sportier outfit to a business golf outing, or do we need to still be kind of more conservative, like J. Crew style?
I would say still be you, but take into account, say, for example, what the dress code is at your office. So you want to look consistent from the office to the golf course. So you don't want to show up as two different people. So still be you, but don't, if you have to wear suits and heels and pantyhose at work, don't show up in hot pink from head to toe and expect that people are going to treat you the same, because they're going to see two very different women and wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
So just, if it is really conservative, maybe have hot pink accessories or hot pink shoes, but have a more conservative outfit, so that there's some semblance of the same woman from one situation to the other.
And that's another question, like, where do you find golf shoes? I mean, there's the name brands out there, but I always find, like, I'll finally find a cute pair, and then they don't fit me right, and I'm just like, oh, I really wanted that pair of shoes.
Golf shoes are tricky. So I think, again, with like clothing, golf shoes should fit really well, and comfort should come first, and then style should come second. So actually, my favorite brand is called Equipped for Play. They're really well made. They're super comfortable. I can wear them all day long. And they're actually just launching a whole new collection of sort of more casual shoes as well as course shoes. And so those are always really stylish. And then I have a couple of pairs. I have a sportier shoe that's like a metallic mesh. So that sort of goes well with a lot of different things. And then I have one that's a little bit dressier and a little more interesting, that has like a houndstooth print on it.
Oh, nice.
So that goes with other things. But yeah, I think Sandbaggers also makes really cute shoes. And Callaway makes really cute shoes as well. But I think, again, it's just making sure that they fit you really well, so that if you're walking for 18, you're not going to be in pain by 2.
Yeah, I remember, like, when I first started playing golf, I mean, all there was is it FootJoy? All there was FootJoy, and FootJoy was, I mean, you'd try them on, and you'd have to, walk around for like 10 rounds before they finally got comfortable. And then I discovered Echoes, when I was probably 18, and then I was like, oh, cushy, clouds on my feet. So definitely finding the right fit, and it's a progression. Hopefully that the viewers won't have to wait as long to find good shoes,
Definitely.
because there's a
I
lot better
always
choices
keep
out
an
there.
extra set of, I always keep some extra Band-Aids and moleskin in my bag so that in case something, does start rubbing, I have a Band-Aid.
Yeah. And that's good
So,
for, that's good for when you have blisters on your hands too.
yes,
So,
very true.
okay, great. And what happens if, say, one of the viewers wants to, know more about what their specific style is? Do you do anything for that?
I do. So I have a couple of different options. I do some different video or phone call styling strategies if you just need help trying to figure out what to wear in a specific situation. And then I also do styling to help women figure out what their figure is and how to best flatter their figure. So if you just email me at elizabeth@shishiputter.com, which is SHISHIPUTTER.com.
If you just move
Then,
your head a little bit, we can see it.
yeah.
Behind you, you've got a Shi Shi Putter.
um, so if you just email me, then I'm more than happy to set something up.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for spending this time with me today. Talk about golf apparel. We're all, out there trying to figure out the cutest stuff to wear so we feel comfortable. So thank you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It was really fun.
Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, take
Okay,
care.
bye.
Bye.